So someone decided to put their low frequency attack device on me. It's been sitting here for at least a half an hour, 45 minutes. So normally you don't get any semi-trucks pulling up and doing this kind of stuff. Look, he's parked right in the road. Road's right there. You know what I'm saying? Trailer plate MWA 4GE. Remember, they do this all strategic. Remember, we're dealing with Masonic government. We're dealing with aliens. You know what I'm saying? Real aliens. You know, the stuff that they're writing books. Where do you think you got your hard drive from? Where do you think you got your smartphone from? Aliens, okay? Reverse engineer technology from Area 51? Proven. Area 51 does exist. I see Janet going in and out every once in a while. I'm watching I do that. But this one here is for Alice. And by the way, Alice, I'm not an FBI informant. I'm not an FBI agent. I'm Howard Hughes' kid. And I was told to expect a lot of attacks. And I got U.S. Army staying right next to me in what we consider a woman's torture cage. That's what I'm going to tell you. A woman's torture cage. You know what I'm saying? A woman's torture cage. That's U.S. Army for you, right? So anywho, this is for Alice over in Texas. She deleted my comments because that's Alice for you. Remember, I think she's in cahoots with the U.S. Army. Just something tells me that military I smell military involvement. But needless to say, my comments were removed from her YouTube channel. That just goes to show you the people that we're dealing with. Chemtrails over Phoenix, but at the same time, I'm the one that's been trying to go after the IRS and the FBI and the NSA and DEA and DHS because they're all a bunch of crooks. They all think they're a bunch of gods now, and that's the problem. Mormons do the same thing. Mormons think they're all going to become gods, and they sure acted too. Chinese are still gangbanging in North Phoenix, but nobody says a word about it in the news. The reason I haven't gone to the news is because I don't want to really open up a can of whoop ass onto a bunch of secret society trash. I believe it should roost itself out. Evil devours itself, as I was told. So I was just to sit and told to chill and relax and just take each day at a time, and find anything, just holler. But I really don't need anything right now. I'm just recovering from another round of viruses. Got attacked with more bio warfare, people wearing perfumes that are loaded with viruses. Remember, they're expecting prison, so they're going to basically do anything to avoid that prison, but they still get prison anyways. Me, I wouldn't mind prison. At least I could, have some fellow companions to be able to tell them, hey, everything you're in here for is true. There's a rigged government out there, and you're probably safer off in the prison than you are in the outside world. Trust me, I know this firsthand. I'm there. Like I said, we got goon activity everywhere. Goons are everywhere, but like I said, normally we don't have any semi-trucks parking on the side of the road in a causeway, in a sense, in a main corridor. But I do this for Alice because Alice goes through the same things. This is considered me doing an Alice, by the way. So if I ever said, hey, do you want me to do an Alice? I'm going to whip out my phone and I'm going to start recording something. That's Alice for you. That's her. You know what I'm saying? That's her technique. I like it. She actually caught some goons doing some bad things, but hey, we're all crazy in this road, but we're all trying to help each other go in the forward direction. Remember, she said you can't stop them. You can't stop it. And I'm not a cowboy in any way, shape, or form. If anything, I'm a fisherman. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fisherman. Just FYI. So anywho, as I close this video and upload it to not AeroGuard, just be the not AeroGuard. Remember, Bancorp Corporation's bankrupt, and basically it's a casino, IRS, stolen money that's floating. Bunch of illegitimates, if you ask me. But no, I wanted to comment on Alice saying, yeah, she's a good person. She stopped talking to me because obviously she was being controlled. Somebody else was talking to her too. So all I could say was the code name was Jeep. So that's all I can tell you. But at the same time, like I said, I don't want to bring out too much attention because celebrityism comes with a causality. And I'm used to being, swamped by lots of people just because, when you're in downtown, this just happens. I worked outside Bad Bunny's concert. A lot of people outside Bad Bunny's concert. So, needless to say, and I got hit with a virus. I think I got 3 different variants of the COVID that day. That's all I can tell you. It took a little while to recover. Like I said, I'm recovering from my next virus attack as the Mormon Mafia continues to gang war on Arizona with its money. And like I said, I'm going to give the boot to the casino mafias here in Phoenix. The casinos are invading. That's all I'm going to tell you. And look at Las Vegas. It's horrible. Horrible. I lived there for 2.5 years. It was horrible. The social atmosphere is just horrendous. Horrible. Foreigners, not having any commonality, and most people are just they're okay, but they're just not something you're going to have a relationship or a long-term relationship with, that I could tell. Like I said, everybody had tattoos and piercings that just, wow, were impressive. So anywho, as I end this video of my VLF attack device sitting here parked and idling, I just want to say, hey, I hope you're doing good out there, Alice. Like I said, I have nothing to do with the FBI. I'm trying to bring down the FBI. I'm trying to move the FBI to Santan Valley so they can go look and watch the wet surface air cooling facilities do their chemical weather modification to the environment, because that's what's been ongoing. Especially when I show up over Mesa, they turn them off when I'm over there. We notice that very quickly, because most of the time, as my friend said, they're always pumping their poison into the sky. But anywho, needless to say, no, I mean, when I went to the FBI, I was looking for answers, and instead I was giving the backhand and ignored. So that just basically tells me what I'm dealing with. And hopefully most law enforcement has my back when it comes to dealing with the goon activity and stuff of that nature. So far, it's been a positive result when it comes to the police department. Especially, when they have the death angel riding a bike outside their front door. They tend to pay attention. And like I said, I've enjoyed it. So anyways, I'm being interrupted here by the goons. Like I said, I hope Alice is doing all right. I do this for people like Alice, the targeted individuals out there that, I mean, look at that big old spur right there, right? Big old chemtrail spur, right? Yeah, more lies from the billionaires and Bohemian Grovers and Bilderbergers. I think it's the Bilderbergers mostly, because they're the ones that have too much money and have been causing a lot of problems, needless to say. But like I said, I do this for people like Alice that are out there, targeted individuals. And, if you just happen to be trying to fight for something good, you're going to have a lot of evil people coming after you and doing a lot of stupid things. Trust me, I know. They tried to poison me over, I'd say, about 2,000, 3,000 times. So, needless to say, as I recover from another round of poison, it normally will cause your nosebleed, severe nosebleeds. You know what I'm saying? And then you've got a drunk sprayer here, a robot's turning left, Obviously, can't hold this path. And there's been a lot of spraying, by the way, in this corridor, right here. Lots of spraying going on in this corridor. Oh, he must have known he was getting recorded and decided he didn't want to play. See, that's why we do this. For Alice, you know what I'm saying? Alice had a good idea. She's a good person to talk to. She just, she's going to have to just... Oh, and by the way, I wanted to say this real quick before I end this video. I didn't tell her to stop doing what she was doing. I told her to lower it down, tone it down a little. Because she was basically attracting a lot of bad things. You know what I'm saying? She was attracting a lot of bad things. So that's what I was trying to explain to her. Just tone it down on your channel, we know the Illuminati's out there. We know they exist. But, just tone it down. You don't have to act like, so, as they say, hypochondriac-ish on certain things. Let's see if I can zoom in on it. Woo, good photo. 4K. Like I said, I have 4K in my pocket. I could whip it out at any time. But needless to say, it's for Alice's out there, the targeted individuals. Government, they don't exist, okay? It's just a bunch of rich people pissing off the poor, picking on the poor, as I can see. I don't see any rich people sleeping, on the side of the street. And I don't see the poor spraying the sky. And nuclear power is not safe. Sorry. But that's the biggest con of 2024, if you ask me. So anywho, like I said, hopefully you enjoyed this video on not AeroGuard. Remember, I'm also the same person on Weather Wars 102. Same person. But, like I said, Bancorp's broke. The Mormons have been exposed. The Illuminati have been exposed. The Bohemian Grove is exposed. And they're just going to play more goon activity, more, we call it coy decoys and coy attacks. Because that's what we've been dealing with, the coy. But like I said, I do this for Alice. Poor Alice, you know what I'm saying? My heart goes out to her. She's at least a good person to talk to, but the U.S. Army was listening to everything that she was saying. Let's put it that way. And like I said, I'm out here to expose the bad people. Hey, I'm a bad person myself, but you don't see me doing anything. I try to lay low as best as possible, as my dad, his course instruction was. If he says if you want to live long, you better lay low. I laid low, and now it's time for me to get out there and expose what's going on in the world. So, anywho, like I said, if you don't find it handsome, hopefully find it handy. Keep stick on the ice. That's from the Red Green Show. And smell you later, Bohemian Grove, Mormons, Masons, and Freemasons. Basically, wrecking the environment for profit. Smiley.